Silence fills a room where laughter used to live. Old photographs scattered, the story is take and give. A guitar leans lonely, strings waiting to be found, built from broken promises on this barren ground. You left your boots by the door, said you'd be back real soon, but the calendar's burning under a pale late afternoon. The coffee's gone cold, your chair's untouched, words hung in the air, promises never clutched. I watch the seasons change through the kitchen window pane, counting all the days, hoping some love would remain. We're just scraps of us scattered on the floor, built from broken promises and nothing more. What love left behind is a story untold, a house full of memories growing lonely and cold. The porch swing creaks where you used to sit. Night air smells like your old cologne every little bit. I patch up the holes where the light should shine, still trying to fix the frame you left behind. Every creak in the floor tells a tale of when you stayed, but the silence just answers the price that I paid. We're just scraps of us scattered on the floor, built from broken promises and nothing more. What love left behind is a story untold, a house full of memories growing lonely and cold. So I hang my hopes out on a weathered clothesline, watching them fray in the hands of time. A heart once mended, now fractured and wide, navigating the wreckage of all you denied. We're just scraps of us scattered on the floor, built from broken promises and nothing more. What love left behind is a story untold, a house full of memories growing lonely and cold. So here I stand with the dust and the spent flame, searching for pieces in your fading name. Another restless morning breaks, the city hums and talks, but my heart's a quiet storm, still stuck inside those blocks. Years roll down like gravel roads, rough under worn out shoes. I kept my hands upon the wheel through every bruise and bruise. Neighbors heard the music fade, but I tuned into my soul, finding peace inside the noise, making broken things whole. Though the days get loud and the nights get wild, I'm holding on through every mile. I'm still standing loud, louder than the city sounds, shouting out my story in the silence that surrounds. The noise can't drown the fire or steal what's left behind. After all this time, I'm holding on, still holding on. Coffee cups and empty chairs, memories stacked on shelves. I carry all my yesterdays, but I'm learning how to help. The scars beneath my skin tell tales of winds and rain, but every storm just made me strong, footing firm again. Though the days get loud and the nights get wild, I'm holding on through every mile. I'm still standing loud, louder than the city sounds, shouting out my story in the silence that surrounds. The noise can't drown the fire or steal what's left behind. After all this time, I'm holding on, still holding on. Maybe one day the quiet wins, but for now I claim my space. Between the noise and what I lost, I find my steady grace. I'm still standing loud, louder than the city sounds, shouting out my story in the silence that surrounds. The noise can't drown the fire or steal what's left behind. After all this time, I'm holding on, still holding on. After all this time, yeah, I'm holding on. Sunrise paints the window pane, a brand new light to find. Faded pictures on the mantle, moments frozen in our mind. Remember that old porch swing where promises were made, starlit nights and whispered dreams, the vows that never stayed. Cracks in our foundation grew and silence filled the rooms, but here I stand with open hands, trying to chase away the gloom. It's not the years that count, but the steps we take together, holding on, letting go, weathering every weather. We're stitching up the worn out seams, patching holes from when we fell. coffee cups and morning light, the taste of second chance. Running hands through tangled doubts, finding rhythm in the dance. Every scar a road map, every tear a seed that grows, turning pain to something real, where the river gently flows. It's not the years that count, but the steps we take together, holding on, letting go, weathering every weather. We're stitching up the worn out seams, patching holes from when we fell, building fires from burned out dreams. There's a story left to tell, fighting for the us we lost, through the hurt and all the pain, picking up the threads again, weaving love from all the rain. No more looking back in anger, no more prison made of pride, just hands that reach and hearts that teach how to heal what's left inside. We're stitching up the worn out seams, patching holes from when we fell, building fires from burned out dreams. There's a story left to tell, fighting for the us we lost, through the hurt and all the pain, picking up the threads again, weaving love from all the rain. Sunset glows across the sky, our tapestry in time. Together here we find our way, weaving love to hearts alive. The miles I've walked, the roads I've known, every mark I bear, every stone I've thrown, the sunburned hands and worn out boots, dusty trails where silence suits, that crooked path that bruised my soul, but every hurt was part of the whole. I didn't choose the scars I wear, but they led me somewhere. Under that same big sky, I found you there. Marks along the road, stories in my skin, each one a chapter where life would begin. From the pain and the trials, something true grew. Those scars that led me right to you. Thunder rolled through nights alone, leaving cracks in the earth I'd known. But light breaks through when least expected, and love found me unexpected. I didn't choose the scars I wear, but they led me somewhere. Under that same white sky, I scars I carry brought me to your side. The cities roar around us, streets alive but so unknown. We found a place where silence speaks beyond the crowded phone. Sidewalks worn from all our steps, tails hidden in the grain. Cracks in pavements tell the truth where broken things remain. You hold my hand, weathered and bruised, but steady through it all. In this noisy world of chatter, you're the calm that makes me whole. No need for loud confessions, no calls for grand displays. Just quiet moments in the chaos where our hearts can safely stay. We're holding on between the cracks where the world can't hear the sound. Our voices blend in rugged hymns where real love's truly found. Not in the shouts of blinding lights, but in the space we weave. Between the noise, between the storms, it's in the cracks we breathe. The neon signs keep flashing, but they don't get inside. The secret's kept in quiet rooms where honesty won't hide. Through all the static and the rush, we find what's left to say. Paint our story on the walls no crowds can wash away. It's not about the big scenes nor applause that fades too fast. It's the little things we nurture, the moments that will last. We're holding on between the cracks where the world can't hear the sound. Our voices blend in rugged hymns where real love's truly found. Not in the shouts or blinding lights, but in the space we weave. Between the noise, between the storms, it's in the cracks we breathe. When thunder rolls and voices rise like waves upon the shore, we'll anchor deep beneath it all, where pure hearts soar. No need for crowds, no need to fight the chaos in the air. We got a place unknown to most, a quiet everywhere. We're holding on between the cracks where the world can't hear the sound. Our voices blend in rugged hymns where real love's truly found. Not in the shouts or blinding lights, but in the space we weave. Between the noise, between the storms, it's in the cracks we breathe. Between the noise, between the storms, it's in the cracks we breathe. felt bigger than a worn-out fight. The thunder rolling low like words we never quite got right. You packed your bags, slammed the door real loud, let me in that silence, head bowed in the crowd. But I won't let this lightning break our chain. I'll find a way back through the pouring rain. Every teardrop's a promise, falling clear and true. I'm not giving up on me, on you. Standing tall against the storm, we're clawing through the doubt. This battle's just a story that we're gonna talk about. Through every crack and scar, through every sleepless night, we're fighting for us again, till wrong feels right. The porch light's flickering, but it's still shining strong, like a beacon calling us back where we belong. I'll mend the broken fence, paint the walls anew. If you find your way back, I'll be here waiting for you. Hands held tight won't break under pressure's weight. Let's rewrite the ending before it's too late. Standing tall against the storm, we're clawing through the doubt. This battle's just a story that we're gonna talk about. Through every crack and scar, through every sleepless night, we're fighting for us again, till wrong feels right. No easy roads, no magic lines, just dog hearts and quiet times. We're holding on because we know love's worth the mud, worth the Standing tall against the storm, we're clawing through the doubt. This battle's just a story that we're gonna talk about. Through every crack and scar, through every sleepless night, we're fighting for us again, till wrong feels right. The dawn's breaking slow, but it's coming clear. We'll weather the storm, 'cause we're still here. Got my old six string out, sunlight on the porch, thinking about the words I said and how they cut too harsh. Every melody I play, every tune I sing turns into that story again, where you're the only thing. Windows down on that midnight drive. Your laughter's still right, shotgun right beside. Coffee cups on the counter spill our busy lives. But in every quiet moment, it's your name I find. Try to change the channel, try to find new words, but the chorus keeps coming back like a song unheard. And I'm singing your name in every song, one more time, like a line I can't forget, stuck inside this rhyme. No matter where I wander, no matter how far I roam, it's your voice in the music, always pulling me home. Down the back roads, past the fields we knew, every sunset paints your face in shades of blue. Tried to build new verses with a different tune, but every beat still echoes back to you. The radio spins stories, but they all end the same. A melody soaked in memories, wrapped in your name. And I'm singing your name in every song, one more time, like a line I can't forget, stuck inside this rhyme. No matter where I wander, no matter how far I roam, it's your voice in the music, always pulling me home. Maybe someday I'll find a verse that's brand new, a harmony without the colors of you. But until then, my heart writes what it knows, a melody that's yours everywhere it goes. And I'm singing your name in every song, one more time, like a line I can't forget, stuck inside this rhyme. No matter where I wander, no matter how far I roam, it's your voice in the music, always pulling me home. Yes, your voice in the music, forever pulling me home. I was walking down these dusty roads alone, with nothing but the night sky holding me close. But then your smile lit up the way, like the morning sun, ready to start a brand new day. The fire was burning all around my heart. Try to tear it down, but you showed me where to start. In the thick of smoke, I caught your steady gaze, burning bright like the fireflies that light summer days. And when the heat was too much to take, you were the water that helped me clear as day. Every word you speak, a map to guide my way. In the roaring blaze, your steady hands hold tight, turning every burn into a warm, glowing light. When the night gets colder than before, you're the reason I keep wanting more. Through the flames I see you, standing tall and true, holding hope in your eyes like only you knew. No matter how the world tries to pull me apart, I find my way back through the fire to your heart. No blaze is too wild, no night too dark. When you're near, you're the spark. With every step through burning trials, you're the light that makes it all worthwhile. Through the flames I see you, standing tall and true, holding hope in your eyes like only you knew. No matter how the world tries to pull me apart, I find my way back through the fire to your heart. Yeah, through the fire, through it all, your hope's the reason I won't fall. The road was rough, the nights were cold in that old town. I had my dreams in pockets, but the world's weight kept dragging me down. Sunrise and I'm chasing the dawn, feet tired but I carry on. In the cafe's dusty corner, I found a light that wouldn't fade. Faces worn like weathered stone, stories told in every tone. But through the noise and through the pain, I hear a steady pulsing flame. You say it's over, but my heart keeps playing on. Against the silence, I'm singing this song. When the beat keeps breathing, even shadows run out of time. Every scar's a map, every tear's a sign. In the roar of the crowd, when hope's not silent, it's loud. That's when hearts don't quit, no, they don't back down. Old bar stools and smoky air, stories hanging everywhere. I met a dreamer just like me, fighting not to bend to break free. Her smile was a secret told in fire, lighting sparks to raise us higher. Underneath that worn out sky, we swore to never say goodbye. The night is long, but the song's alive, and so are we. With every drive, when the beat keeps breathing, even shadows run out of time. Every scar's a map, don't back down. So we keep on moving with the fire inside. When the beat keeps breathing, we're alive. Underneath the old pine tree where we first said goodbye, I trace the lines of memories under that big open sky. You were packing up your dreams in a beaten up suitcase. Eyes full of wonder but a little bit of doubt on your face. I told you I might wander, searching for my own light, but my heart kept turning back to you every night. The seasons change but nothing else could break the ties. Even miles apart, you're the reason I survive. Still choosing you when we chose each other. Like the river finds its way back to the sea. No matter where I roam, my heart knows no other. It's your hand I'm holding when I come back to me. Friends called us crazy, said we'd burn too fast, but love's a fire that's built on even better past. You waited by that porch light, a beacon in the rain, and I learned some roads are meant to circle back again. Through every twist and turn, you were my steady ground. In that quiet strength, your love's what I found. Still choosing you when we chose each other. Like the river finds its way back to the sea. No matter where I roam, my heart knows no other. It's your hand I'm holding when I come back to me. And if the road gets lonely, if the nights get long, just know this love's a lighthouse, guiding me back home. Still choosing you when we chose each other. Like the river finds its way back to the sea. No matter where I roam, my heart knows no other. It's your hand I'm holding when I come back to me. Back where we started, under that old pine tree. Still choosing you, forever you and me.
the sun slips past the skyline and the city slows its pace, I'm left here with the silence, staring at your empty space. Street lamps flicker on the corner, cars hum like a lullaby. I'm walking through familiar places where we said our last goodbye. The diner down on Main Street still smells like brewing coffee hot, but you're not there at our old booth. Not a smile, not a thought. And I keep telling myself this time will make it clear that some things hold on tight even when the light disappears. If you still believe in what we had when the lights go out, hold on through the fading dark. Don't let the silence shout. There's a fire still burning strong beneath this quiet doubt. If you still believe, if you still believe when the lights go out. Oh, the porch swing creaks in the evening breeze. It sways just like before. I trace your footsteps in the dust by the old backyard door. This house is a frame of memories, a gallery of days where laughter danced with daylight through the soft and golden haze. I can feel your heartbeat near in every shadowed room, believing mornings to come and the breaking of this gloom. If you still believe in what we had when the lights go out, hold on through the fading dark. Don't let the silence shout. There's a fire still burning strong beneath this quiet doubt. If you still believe, if you still believe when the lights go out. Night may try to steal the colors, make the stories blur, but the ties that bind us linger stronger than they were. In the hush of fading daylight, in the calm before the dawn, if you still believe in us, you'll find you're not alone. If you still believe in what we had when the lights go out, hold on through the fading dark. Don't let the silence shout. There's a fire still burning strong beneath this quiet doubt. If you still believe, if you still believe when the lights go out. So when the night falls heavy and all you've known feels gone, remember love's a story that's still being drawn. The night was heavy, pulling at my sleeve. Your name was like a locket I just couldn't leave. Footsteps fading down the old dirt road,
packed my bags, decided it was done. The busted heart, the waiting, nowhere to run. The porch light dimmed, I kissed goodbye the past, but you hung around like the summer heat that lasts. Every street I walked, I saw your face in every crowd. The breeze carried your smell, and it said too loud. I told myself I'd find a way to break on through, but love got stubborn, and so did you. You're the tide that pulls me back when I sail away, the fire that won't burn out at the end of the day. Against the world, you won't slip out of you. When love refused to leave, it came back to you. Months rolled on, the calendar tore apart, trying to lock you down in a closed up heart. But sometimes the hardest battles aren't won or lost, they're the stories that teach us what love's really cost. I passed the old cafe where we used to meet. The seat by the window, still empty, bittersweet. I thought moving on was the brave and true, but love had plans, and it stuck like glue. You're the tide that pulls me back when I sail away, the fire that won't burn out at the end of the day. Against the world, you won't slip out of you. When love refused to leave, it came back to you. I fought the current, I fought the fight, but love doesn't always play what's right. It lingers on streets in every song, a stubborn truth where hearts belong. You're the tide that pulls me back when I sail away, the fire that won't burn out at the end of the day. Against the world, you won't slip out of you. When love refused to leave, it came back to you. The past never leaves, it's just waiting for you. When love refused to leave, it came back through. City lights flicker like fireflies caught inside a jar. Your hand finds mine like it knows a way home, near or far. We roll the windows down, let the night spill in. Sweet scent of pine mixed with your cinnamon skin. Laughing down back roads, no map, no fight, just the hum of the tires in this warm moonlight. Every moment's a story, painted clear on our faces, the kind that sticks with you in the softest places. This is how we love
just you and I. Old records spinning through the crackling sound, your melody with mine, a perfect round. We dance slow like the world standing still. Every laugh, every glance gets me spinning till the corner diner's glow is our private stage. We write our own story line by line, page by page. This is how we love tonight under neon skies so bright, with every heartbeat sinking like a firefly's flight. No rush, no need to hide in your eyes. I'm alive, this is how we love tonight. Just you and I. Through the quiet streets and the small towns we roam, no place feels more like home than wherever you call home. This is how we love tonight under neon skies so bright, with every heartbeat sinking like a firefly's flight. No rush, no need to hide in your eyes. I'm alive, this is how we love tonight. Just you and I. Just you and I under neon skies. This is how we love tonight. Sunlight drips through half-closed blinds. Coffee cools where we left it behind. Old porch swing sways with a lazy wind. This house still holds where we began. Yeah. Rusted signs, two hearts beat to different times. You packed your bags in a quiet storm, left the kitchen cold but kept it warm. And I watched the calendar pages turn, learning lessons love had to burn. This is the map of the roads we made, worn out shoes and hearts that stayed. Lost the fight but No final show, just quiet rooms where memories grow. We held on tight to what was true, found the grace in me and you. This is a map of the roads we made, worn out shoes and hearts that stayed. Lost the fight but gained the fight's light. When the dust settles low, we find what's right. So here's to the love that stayed behind in the cracks and worn out time.
The rain was pouring down like the weight of our fears. Hands on the wheel, but the road wasn't clear. Your eyes told a story I almost didn't get, but somewhere in the silence we weren't done just yet. Two hearts tangled up in a tangle of questions, bills on the counter and the late night's confessions. We stumbled on truths that we barely could face, almost lost each other in a slow, steady race. The nights got colder, the words came harder, but through the cracks we held on a little longer. When the storm was closing in and the light slipped away, we found a spark inside that kept the dark at bay. Almost gave up, but we found our way back home. In the mess and the doubt, we weren't alone. Late talks on the porch under a tired moon, watching the moments pass, hoping they'd last soon. We saw the fractures, but didn't turn our backs, built bridges in the ruins of the things we'd unpack. Every tear, every fight, every sleepless night led us closer to morning's first quiet light. When the storm was closing in and the light slipped away, we found a spark inside that kept the dark at bay. Almost gave up, but we found our way back home. In the mess and the doubt, we weren't alone. It wasn't easy, but nothing worth holding is. We wrote our story in scars, and after this, there's a strength in the saving and trying to get where almost ends. That's where we begin. When the storm was closing in and the light slipped away, we found a spark inside that kept the dark at bay.
to the nights that almost broke us apart. We held fast in the silence and listened to our hearts. The walls don't talk, but they still hold on to the two of us frozen in the doorway. Quiet's got its weight, heavier than stone, but somehow we're standing, though it's breaking us down. We tore apart the pictures, left the frames on the floor, said too much in silence, but we still locked the door. Your eyes told stories that your mouth never spoke. We broke the glass but didn't let the pieces go. There's a pile of words we refuse to say in a house filled up with the spaces that we made. We broke but we stayed in the stillness that screams, caught in the crossfire of shattered dreams, holding on tight to the cracks in between. Love's not a shout, sometimes it's a quiet machine. Still here in the quiet room, where nothing moves but the pain. We broke but we stayed, and it's tearing at the seams. The coffee's gone cold on the kitchen table. Two mugs, but neither one able to feel the silence hanging thick like rain. Broken but breathing through all the strain. Words cut sharp, but silence can bleed. Still we're tied up to the things that we need. We broke but we stayed in the stillness that screams, caught in the crossfire of shattered dreams, holding on tight to the cracks in between. Love's not a shout, sometimes it's a quiet machine. Still here in the quiet room, where nothing moves but the pain. We broke but we stayed, and it's tearing at the seams. Maybe someday the silence will fold into something new, something bold. But tonight we're just holding the line. Broken hearts in a quiet bind. We broke but we stayed in the stillness that screams, caught in the crossfire of shattered dreams, holding on tight to the cracks in between. Love's not a shout, sometimes it's a quiet machine. Still here in the quiet room, where nothing moves but the pain. We broke but we stayed, and it's tearing at the seams. Here in the quiet room, we're still standing somehow. Broke but we stayed, don't know where or how. see that worn-out photograph, faded lines and all. Your eyes still catch my own like some old silent call. The rain beats on the window pane, remind me of the past, how we were lost, tangled up, and stories meant to last. You said, hold on, I barely knew what that meant back then, but now I trace every scar that shaped us again. We're standing in the ruins where memories run deep, picking up the pieces that we swore we'd keep. But if we don't let go, we're just shadows on the floor, tangled knots we choose, keep us wanting more. In the aftermath of the fights and silent nights, love's a stubborn flame that won't turn out the lights. Your laugh still shakes the air like a summertime breeze, though the cold has found its way beneath these old trees. We wear the bruises, stories inked beneath our skin. Maybe love's not always losing, maybe it's where we begin. We're standing in the ruins where memories run deep, picking up the pieces that we swore we'd keep. But if we don't let go, we're just shadows on the floor, tangled knots we choose, keep us wanting more. In the aftermath of the fights and silent nights, love's a stubborn flame that won't turn out the light. It's not about forgetting, it's the holding on that hurts. Lives interwoven tight like roots beneath the earth. Maybe there's a softer place where we both can breathe, still tangled but alive in every breath we leave. If we don't let go, we're just shadows on the floor, tangled knots we choose, keep us wanting more. In the aftermath of the fights and silent nights, love's a stubborn flame that won't turn out the light. I see that worn-out photograph, fading but still true, tangled knots we choose, still me and you. The wind cuts crisp through these quiet streets, dust clouds rise where our young hearts used to meet. Faded signs on this worn-out lane tell tales of laughter and all that remains. Back then, no map could tell where we'd in the heat of a restless road show. Your hand in mine, a stubborn fight, two spinning tops that just wouldn't align. We flared up quick, a wild storm inside. Never simple, never side by side, but every scar card was a story told in the language of hearts, both fierce and bold. We were tangled roads not meant for smooth rides, two stars colliding in restless tides. Never easy, no promise of calm seas, just a melody of tough memories. Porch lights flicker with memories old, of summer nights and secrets we sold. You wore your pride like a battle flag, and I held my ground in stubborn drag. Every argument was a wildfire grown, fierce but real, the seeds we'd sown. Though we fought hard and sometimes fell apart, the pulse of us stayed locked in heart. We were tangled roads not meant for smooth rides, two stars colliding in restless tides. Never easy, no promise of calm seas, just a melody of tough memories. Now the silence hums with what could have been, lessons learned in the hard years we've seen. Not every story wraps in gold, sometimes it's grit that makes you hold. We were tangled roads not meant for smooth rides, two stars colliding in restless tides. Never easy, no promise of calm seas, just a melody of tough memories. The wind still cuts these quiet streets, where our restless hearts once would meet. Slow footsteps on cracked pavement, weary eyes set on the sky, smoke rising from the far-off fire, city lights start to die. Dusty roads that never end, neighbors shouting over sirens, trying hard to make amends. Hearts pound like the heavy thunder, but steady hands hold the line. Through every clash and every warning, they stand tall, refusing to decline. When the streets roar like thunder and the night feels much too long, they find strength inside when you're standing inside the flame. But hand in hand they keep moving, knowing no 2 days are the same. Through the roar and the burning, the only truth they know is holding on means living through the highs and every low. Holding on through the noise, through flames that burn so bright, picking pieces from the ashes, chasing hope into the night. Steady hands and burned streets, stories carved in time. They're holding on, hearts beating in the rhyme. Slow footsteps on cracked pavement, dawn breaking calm and clear. They hold on through the fire to everything they hold dear. The morning breaks with silent fights, coffee cold on the kitchen side. I watch the space where you once stood, trying to get it right this time.
Old vinyl spins a worn out tune, records crackle like the pain. Photographs we framed last June, now just memories in the rain. But every word we left unsaid still lingers in the air around our bed. I'm fighting for us again, holding tight to fall and rise, where love still lives beyond our tired eyes. Through the storms and the tears, I won't let it fade away. Fighting for us, holding on to what we knew that day. The porch light glows just like our plans, a warm, safe place in colder hands. I know the road we walk is rough, but this heart still beats enough. Every step that pulls us near breaks the silence, clears the fear. I'm fighting for us again, holding tight to fall and rise, where love still lives beyond our tired eyes. Through the storms and the tears, I won't let it fade away. Fighting for us, holding on to what we knew that day. No promises can fix the cracks, but here I am, no turning back. Through honest fights and honest pain, I choose to love, I choose to stay. I'm fighting for us again, holding tight to fall and rise, where love still lives beyond our tired eyes.